Hello there, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Q2. This time around, we'll be checking out Cadence. Apparently they decided to make a level with a musical-based reference in the title. Not sure why they did that, but, Cadence. Yeah. So let's load this thing up and shoot things. As you can see, it's nicely convenient at the top of our list. Yeah. Very, very convenient. Most of the ones we've been playing, we have to kind of like scroll down a far amount of the list. So, yeah, having something right near the top is pretty nice. Let's load this thing up. Cadence. Will you load up? You gonna load up, buddy? And there we are. And if you notice, the most interesting thing about this level is the choice in textures. If I had to say, like, the one thing that stands out, it's that floor texture right there. The rock texture we've seen from place to place, but it's actually one of the more uncommon textures we've seen in Q2. It's not too overused. We generally do not see this rock texture. And the wood texture on the ground, I can't even name, like, many levels that use it. There's not many out there. It's rather weird, but it seems like really, with this level, they've decided to use two very unused textures. Like, how many times have we seen, like, the blue crystal texture, the purple rock texture, that brown texture with, like, the dots, the dark blue texture. There's like certain particular ones, the green grassy looking one. There's like a certain grouping that is seen over and over and over. Of course, like there's also the brown brick. Forgot that one. But yeah, you guys get the point. It's the fact of the matter that we really only see like the same few textures used over and over and over in these Q2 levels. This one's a rather weird oddity because, as I said, it uses two textures, which is kind of weird in itself, two textures, that aren't really used much in Q2. So this one kind of stands out because of that. It's two textures that you'll rarely see anywhere else. I think maybe the wood texture is probably used on like the wooden beams or whatnot. I think I was even talking about how the wood texture could be used more often. And how that it wouldn't really feel weird because the fact of the matter that it's so little used in Q2 that you don't get sick of it. And yeah, I think this is a good example of a level that pretty much uses this stuff, and it looks pretty nice because of that. Even if it's just corridors, once again. It looks nice because it's stuff we don't generally see in Q2. But as usual, we have a bunch of grunts everywhere to shoot at. So let's just tackle them all. Have a really weird pointless corner over here, but whatever. There's a lot of grunts over there and they're not dying. Any more? Aha, another one. Uh-oh, I think I just ordered a bunch more. Yeah, look at this brilliant corner. Well, there we are. Look at that. Bloody massacre. So many grunts here. Seems like the entire level consists of is just a massive horde of grunts. Well, that works. Now we can stock up on ammo and not die. And yeah, basically a big part of this level is a giant loop around. It's that giant loopy level. I forget which one that is, but yeah, it's that one. And we have 3 random nail guns. Yeah, I don't know why this is a thing. But we have 3 random nail guns right next to each other instead of, you know, like some ammo or something. Just 3 random nail guns in a corner. Really, really random. Oh, look, and 2 yellow armors. Seriously, what is up with the multiple thing collection? It's like throw 2 things right next to each other and call it a day. I mean, it's nice because that means we'll have 2 armors, but it's really, really random. Uh-oh, sounds like there's more angry things. I could use some help. There we are. Get this invisibility thing that probably will do little for me. And, that's a free double-barreled shotgun. I hear you all. Where are you? I think we found them. There we are. That works. And yeah, that's pretty much the level. Just a few tight corners with a bunch of grunts everywhere. You know, really the only thing that's not a grunt is a Rottweiler and one enforcer. Pretty much this is like the ideal base level with brown wood everywhere for some reason. I mean, it's very, very weird to actually see Q2 follow, like, the conventions of original Quake. But yeah, this is pretty much an id-base level if you replaced everything with weird brown rock and wood. Yeah, the textures don't really fit the theme at all, but the actual enemies, it's a total id-base. Like I said, a lot of it is that style with grunts everywhere and whatnot, but generally, they'll throw a bunch of other enemies in there, whatnot, that really do not fit that mix. Here, you get pretty much just a bunch of id-base enemies, and that's pretty much the entire level. Congratulations. As you see, a lot of it involves alerting a bunch of enemies, and getting a nice little open area, moving along, getting some more. Plus, we don't get many powerful guns here besides the Nailguns, which are really, really random, but they're a thing. And that's about it. So I think that's a way to stop this level. So yeah, thank you very much all for watching. I definitely think this is probably one of the standoutish levels. Maybe A, because I played it pretty early in the Q2 sequence, and so this stuff was still pretty fresh at the time. Or B, because of the fact of the matter, more likely, it uses textures and things that we generally do not see. It has some weird oddities to it with the armor and nail guns, but that also means that it definitely is something that's a bit strange and weird and able to be talked about a bit more. So yeah, I think in the grand scheme of Q2 levels, this is probably one of the more memorable levels, I'd say. Even if it really does nothing spectacular or anything really that massively unique, it does things that makes it stand out in the whole grand scheme of Q2 levels. Like, I think I definitely remember this over, like, one of those generic Q2 levels that pretty much just another one with, like, the light blue texture, like the crystal texture or whatnot, a bunch of rooms or something, that pretty much be the entire map. Because we've seen that type of style to death. It's pretty much like beating a dead horse at this time. This type of thing at least still feels kind of different and fresh. Like I said, even if it's really just more corridors and more general simplistic design, at least it feels like there's more going for it in the fact that it stands out among a horde of similar looking stuff. Anyway, I think I've rambled about this long enough. I'm trying to bang in this little random point. Anyway, thank you very much all for watching. I just made an adventure, and I shall see you all next time!